Peace. Hey, what's up, Bluebird? I see you, baby. Oh, wow. Peace, and good morning, my peoples. What is going on? It's your boy, Sincere Seven, coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, the pad. You know what I'm saying? This is Florida edition, if y'all couldn't tell by the weather. It's beautiful out here. Man, I mean, Detroit, like Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. This is why we expanded into Florida. Like this weather is beautiful. But I can also say when I was working out the calendar for next year and we were scheduling the cacao ceremonies coming, I was like, damn, Detroit gonna be better because it'll have that cool weather. It'll have that cool weather to be able to enjoy the cacao, right? You know what I'm saying? Whereas Florida is always like this. It's always hot and warm. So it's like, I don't know if I want to really run a cacao ceremony in Florida. You feel me? Y'all let me know what y'all think. But anyway, today we are gathered here today to discuss the parameters of a healing journey. I had a awesome consultation with the brother the other day. I absolutely love having consultations with my peoples. Just to let y'all know, every time I talk to one of y'all, it makes me think deeper into things. It makes me realize. It makes me become aware a lot stronger, right? So I appreciate everybody who taps in and who shares, who comments, things of this nature, right? So I had a awesome consultation with the brother the other day, and while we were talking, he was basically informing me of um, the healing path that he's on and the things that he is trying to achieve within this healing path, right? And just so y'all know, this is a cushion coffee, so there will be cannabis used within this video. If this bothers you, if you are anti-cannabis, or if you are judgmental on those who do whatever they do, you might want to go ahead and exit the video. There will be cannabis smoked during this video. So anyway, so I'm having to talk with the brother. And he's talking about, the healing path that he's on and the things that, he's trying to get to and where he's trying to get to and what he's trying to do and what he's trying to achieve. Now, me being a person that has been in this industry for almost 15 plus years, dealing with the mental, the emotional, the entheogenic use, the herbs, the healing realms, right? I tend to kind of recognize certain energies based off what people are saying. So I'm listening to the brother and I'm saying to myself, I don't think this brother's trying to heal from nothing. He keeps saying this healing journey, but I don't know, right? So I'm listening. I said, yo, brother, can I ask you a question? He said, yeah. I says, when will you know that you are healed? If you are on a healing journey, that means the journey has a beginning and it has an ending. How will you know that you've reached the ending of your healing journey? Right? And the answer was, well, I'll be around the right people. I'll be in the right situations. I'll be doing the right things, right? It was like an answer that kind of went into situational awareness and where you're at, right? And I was like, well, look, I'm not one to tell anybody what they are or aren't doing, but I would invite you to look at what it is that you're going through and where you're headed and what you're doing, and to decide or realize if you are actually on a healing journey or not. Because for me and from me, when a person is on a healing journey, that means, that means that they are sick, that there is a chronic illness, that there is a condition, there is something upon or inside of you, whether it be mentally, emotionally, or physically, that is hindering you. That is, and I mean, we can keep up a whole bunch of different words, but let's just be clear. There's things that's going on with you that have you not in harmony with yourself and your natural way of expression and or life. So you have some type of lump that needs to be healed. You have a lack of certain chemical reactions that's supposed to be happening in your body, and they're not happening. You need to be healed. You have something that has been opened, destroyed, that is being torn down. Any of these types of things. To me, these are where healing is necessary, where healing is important, where healing is the journey. But what I found is that in the last few years, for whatever reason, there's been a lot of things, words, terms, phrases that have been shared amongst our community that, in my personal opinion, has been picked up and spread without actually paying attention to what is being picked up and spread. So, in my opinion, there is a lot of people trying to join in with things that they don't need to be joined in with because of the misunderstandings. So I've had quite a few people at the Psychonaut Academy Detroit come to me and tell me about this healing journey that they're on and ask me what I can do to assist them. And when I start taking them through the consultation of what's going on, what is affecting you, what is something that you're trying to, rid yourself of or fix, the majority of the time, there are things that actually need self-discipline, that need control, that need accountability, not medicine. Some people are not on a healing journey. They're on a character growth and development journey. Okay? I need you all to take some time and really look at what it is that you're going through, what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, and realizing if you are in a healing journey or on a character growth and development quest or journey. Now, let's be clear. It doesn't matter. I just want y'all to know that it doesn't matter. When you come to me, it doesn't matter. If you're on either one of those, I'm your guy. I'm the person that, well, there's a possibility. Let's keep it 100. Because it's not a one medicine man fits all type of thing. Me and Brother Dooley and Madam Clark was on the Uncle Hank show, Pyramids, Crystals, and Crystals, Pyramids, and Magnets on YouTube, right? I'm the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit on YouTube, or the pad. Uncle Hank is Crystals, Pyramids, and Magnets. And we were doing a tribute to our brother Chief Nighthawk, who had passed on. Here you go. And in the midst of it, we started talking about these different things and the different walks that people be taking, the different approaches and whatnot. And one thing that was asked was, when people come to us or are referred to us and they have issues or problems with us as a people or as how we practice or whatever, what do we do to convince them that this is a safe space? What do we do to convince them that this is what they need? And my answer to that was nothing. That's one thing that we say at the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. You can come, you can sit down, we'll educate you on all these things. One thing we're not going to do is convince you of anything. I'm not here to convince. So even when it comes to harm reduction specialist services, people come and let's just say you have, the C word, the abundance of cells that continue to grow over and over. And, the mutation of these cells causes a harm to your body, right? All right, well, I have harm reduction specialist services utilizing snake venom where I can kill off these cells. Now, when you come to the pad and you sit and I'm telling you about the snake venom and I fire up my blunt and I continue to tell you about the snake venom and you say, you smoke weed? Oh, well, I'm good. I don't want to get any medicine from somebody who smokes weed because I don't smoke weed. I'm a Christian or I'm, a health nerd, whatever, right? So I think that, I'd rather not deal with you. And I'd be like, oh, no problem. I'm not I'm not like, well, look, no, let me tell you why I smoke. And let me tell you, actually, this is a sacred plant. And there's no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm not here to convince. Um, I am obedient to spirit. And spirit said that I have to serve those who come to me for it. I don't have to convince anybody. I could take the day off. If 10 people say, I don't want to deal with you, cool. I got 10, whatever time that was that I would take me 10 people, I have that time off, period. Because to be clear, as a medicine man, I'm not like a mechanic where you drop your car off and then you come back and pick it up for a couple of days or some shit. Nah, like when you're dealing with me, majority of the time, when you deal with me, you're going to see me for anywhere from 2 to 4 days. I just finished a snake venom ceremony that was the last 4 days. Today's the fourth day. So, my clients, like, I actually sit with my clients. We talk, we get to know each other, we break bread, we spend time. So with that being said, if you have a offish feeling towards somebody because of something personal and you choose not to be there or take part with them, that makes sense. There's nothing wrong with that. You should always feel comfortable and feel like you're in a place that you want and need to be when you are dealing with your medicine man or your life coach. Because let's be clear, if you're on a healing journey, you need me as a medicine man. If you're on a character growth and development journey, you need me as your coach, right? And both of those applications are different. Both of those people are different. Both of those approaches are different. The modalities that we use are different. Oswano9 said, peace. Doc Hank show, open me up to your services. Need organic herb for me split star. Hey, understood, King. No doubt. It's an honor. Glad that you was able to check that out and inbox me. Get at me. Okay, we got a Facebook user said, peace, God. And I know I am by the decision I am choosing now. And a lot of things that I used to be interested in don't intrigue me no more. So I'm not sure who that is. It just says Facebook user. Um, but congratulations. And these are the types of things that we're talking about. And let me be clear. You can be on a healing journey and a character growth development journey at the same time. And to be honest with you, that's what I'd advise. Because the majority of illnesses and sicknesses that come into our physical vessel usually comes from mental, emotional diseases. Now, let me be clear. Is a disease a sickness? No. It is a place on the health continuum. Can I inbox you for the information for the application? And my apologies, Grand Rising. Hey, Rashana. Indeed, you sure can. You already know, right? Yes, please do. Reach out. I got you. Oh shoot, where was I? Oh, diseases in our body. They usually come, listen, anything in what we call the physical realm had to be first begun in the divine realm. Okay? So understand that a physical disease, any physical disease that you have in your body, any physical ailment, excuse me, that you have in your body or condition, it comes from being in a diseased state so long that it started to affect the physical. What do I mean by that? Let me be clear. First of all, let me talk about the ease to disease continuum. Okay? Ease. I'm at ease right now. I feel good. I feel happy. I feel invigorated. My chi is on point. My yin and yang is balanced. That's ease. When that yin and yang becomes disbalanced and harmony is disrupted, and now I am not at ease. There is a pressure, there is a pain, there is a tick, there is a anything, right? That is not at ease is a diseasement. This doesn't mean that you're sick or have a condition. This means that there is the beginning of something that needs to be addressed. And we teach how to use the chakra system, the basic seven layer chakra system to basically tap into the age range and the developments of the chakras and pay attention to where that diseasement or ailment, that diseasement is at, And that will lead you to the conditions mentally, emotionally, psychologically, possibly, that started the disease. You'll get a cramp in your wrist or your hands because you're taking too much or not giving enough. You'll get pain in your shoulders because you're trying to carry somebody else's weight. You'll get a pain or a disorder in your jaw, your mouth, your teeth, your neck, your lower ears, your throat, because you're not communicating effectively. Right? How people say your throat chakra is blocked. That's what they're talking about. Well, if you've had any types of issues with your throat, your jaw, your ear, your neck, higher shoulders, anywhere from in here to in here, I would advise you or invite you to tap into and pay attention to your communication lately. How have you been communicating? What have you been saying? What have you been holding back from saying? And to who? This might be where this comes at, right? So this is a diseasement. This this is not an ease. It's disease. This pain in my shoulder. It's disease. It might have been 2 days, right? Once that disease has remained for anywhere from 6 weeks on, now you need a healing journey. Disease doesn't need a healing journey. You need an alterance of where you're at on the ease to disease continuum. Because this is a continuum. Some days you wake up and you're feeling real at ease. Some days you wake up and you're feeling disease. You got a little cough. You got a scratch in your throat. You got a feeling in your stomach. You got an aggravation on your consciousness. These are diseases. These are things that need to be addressed. Like I always tell people, issues need to be addressed. Problems need to be solved. You got an issue with me, let's address it before we get to the problem. That's how I'm talking when it's talking about people dealing with each other. But when you're dealing with yourself or your body, when you have a diseasement, which means on the continuum of ease, you're not at ease, you're in a diseased state, there's something that needs to be addressed. Now, if you don't address it, there is quite possibly the it's quite possible that this diseasement is going to turn into a condition. A condition. This is where things now need to be solved. Now we need to go in and reverse. We need to go back and basically balance the yin and the yang within. We need the chi and the blood and the fluids to be balanced. We need the spirit and the physical to be balanced. We need the heat and the coolness to be balanced. We need the dryness and the dampness to be balanced. This is the yin and the yang that the Chinese medicine, it makes note of when you're dealing with people in the disailments, because this is what's happening is somewhere there is an imbalance in the yin and the yang within. And it's taken place so long that now there is a condition at place that needs to be addressed. So this is the difference between disease and illness, disease and conditions, disease and chronic conditions. Diseases are something that you yourself can address. Just whatever this diseasement is, then let's bring ease back into that that area. There we go, that area, right? Now, when you are on a character growth and development, this usually is more of a self-discipline and education type of journey than it is a attention to the body, the mechanics of the body, and things amongst that. So when you are on a character growth and development journey, you might do things to focus in on the physical. For instance, when I'm on a character growth and development journey, I will sometimes start off with a raw diet, right? But it's not because I'm unhealthy and I need to be healthy. It's because that is one of the first places to focus in on your self-discipline, and that is what you are putting in your mouth every day. If you cannot control what you're putting in your mouth or what's coming out of your mouth every day, you're in a bad state. Now, y'all know me. I don't hold no punches. I ain't worried about hurting nobody's feelings. That is what it is. I don't care how you feel. If you can't control what goes in your mouth and what comes out your mouth, you are in a bad state. Period. So I start off with sometimes a 3-day fast. And then I'll go into a cleansing. And then I will start to add on my health and fitness. So, what going on, Bridget? This is, am I working out? Am I doing my martial arts? Am I doing my qigong? Am I doing my meditation? Because meditation is a health and fitness. It's a mental and spiritual health and fitness, just like doing sit-ups is a physical health and fitness, right? So now you're focusing on your health and fitness practices, right? Then you go into your relationships and how you conduct them, the relationships with your lovers, the relationship with your family and friends, the relationship with your community, your relationship with your society. This is where we're focusing on our boon and gathering our boon and increasing our boon, right? So, boom, then I'm going into my finances and how I utilize them. What do I pay for every month? What do I spend on? Where is my money going continuously? Okay, how much do I make? What am I bringing in? How much am I investing? How much am I saving? How much am I, you know what I mean, right? Boom. And then we going into, as we go further, your spiritual growth and development, your practices of your spirit and your what some would call religious practices, right? A lot of people have a thing against religion, but religion means to do something repeatedly, right? So, you have people who say they're spiritual but not religious. Well, I invite you to look into religion, because religion is where rituals come from. No, no, no. Religion came from rituals. There we go. They came from rituals, and rituals is our natural way of life. So I invite you to become religious about your rituals, okay? Because this is what helps you in your growth and development practices, because you are trying to be consistent. That's what religion does. It causes you to be aware of these things consistently. Religion is the institution and education of rituals. That's how I see religion. The institution and education of rituals. That's it. That's it. Whatever religion you are, it's telling you to do these things this much because of these reasons. Right? So you can be religious within your own spiritual practice. Be religious about your altar. I have not lit a candle today. Be religious about your health. I have not did my detox this month or these 3 months, right? Be religious about your practice of love, right? How you deal with your people, how you deal with the homeless and those that are less fortunate, how you deal with the sick, how you deal with the poor and those, all of these different things, how you deal with your fellow, how you deal with those who have more than you. Hmm? How you deal with those who have more than you. A lot of y'all need to focus in on that. Do you all know how to deal with those that are more fortunate than you, more educated than you, more whatever realms of measurement that one might use? Because trust me when I say those individuals are paying attention to you for something that you have to offer that they don't have access to. Baba Kalinde Iyi, my teacher, my brother, my friend, like a lot of y'all are aware of him. One thing about Baba Kalinde was this: the more that you worshipped him and praised him and looked up to him and shown him that, the less he was really trying to be around you. The more that you seen him as an individual in equality and offered him education, the more Baba Kalinde would want to be around you. He liked when people would tell and teach him things that he didn't know. See? So that's what I mean by that is a lot of people would come at him and would just kind of, he would say to me, he's like, man, I can't stand when people worship you. You know what I mean? That's why when people would come to my house and he would be there, you know what I'm saying? When I meet him at the door, I'd be like, yo, one of the brothers is here. He's one of our brothers. You know what I'm saying? Deal with him just like that. And then we go in, and when they realize who he was, they'd be like, oh shit, damn, Baba Kalinde's at your house. And then when they sit and start talking with him, it's kind of like, you seeing we're sharing in conversation. If you start, oh, I know you are, and yeah, I see you, and you the martial art, and you the mushroom, and hey, can you tell me something? Can you? Yeah, let me go ahead and get up out of here. You know. But if you was like, hey, Bob, I heard you, you know, real big on the mushroom. You know anything about the? No. Okay, so that's what I deal with. Let me tell you about that a little bit. He's sitting forward. He getting comfortable. Oh, well, okay, right. So that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, we need to know how to operate. Okay, here's one of my favorite quotes. And I hear people all the time say, this is just who I am, and I don't care. That's who it is, and that's just how it is, right? And I'd be like, you'll never be successful. Because my name is Sincere, which means I'm going to come out the fire the way that I went in, period. Sincere means without wax. In the time of sculptures, they used to fill in their blemishes and their cracks and the mistakes with wax. So once the people paint the sculpture and sell it, the people don't know. So at a point in time, it started to become common knowledge that the art of sculptures are not in the paint, it's in the sculpting itself. And they started to put these sculptures into fire kilns because when they would come out and burn the paint off, then you could see the actual sculpting and the perfectness of it. But a lot of pieces would come out, when they come out the fire, then there'll be cracks in it, there'll be a hole right here, and it was like, those pieces were not sincere. Sin means without, sear means wax. They was not without wax. But the ones that came out the fire the exact way they went in, they didn't have no wax. They showed if it was a blemish or a crack, it showed it. It showed it. So you ain't finna put me through no fire, and then when I come out, it's a whole bunch more that you find out about me. No, I'll let you know that shit when you first got here. That's what sincere means. So I'm always sincere, no matter where I go. But I was taught, know before whom you stand and adjust yourself accordingly. That does not mean to be fake. It means to be aware. Know before whom you stand and adjust yourself accordingly. Whoever it is that you're amongst, that you're around, or that you have the ability to talk to, you should be doing knowledge to their resume. Who are they? What have they done? What have they achieved? What have they failed at? Whatever. And let me tell you, from that point, now that you are aware of who these people are, you adjust yourself in that conversation with them. Yeah, you adjust yourself. Nah, don't be fake. But there's some things that you don't need to say that you might sometimes say. There's some things that you might need to say that you don't normally say. Right? This is knowing how to conduct yourself. Know before whom you stand and adjust yourself accordingly. A lot of people on growth and development, character growth and development walks, this is something that I advise to them. Because a lot of times the reasons that you are where you are is because of the way that you carry yourself, the way that you conduct yourself, and the way that you offer yourself to others. Right? So I always tell people, take that quote when you are on a character growth and development path. Now, if you are on a healing journey, that's not important to you. See, healing, internal. Character growth and development, external. Character growth and development is usually so that you can improve the way that you operate with the universe around you, whether it be your community, your family and friends, nature, your health, your mindset, all of these things. So I invite you all to really pay attention and look at these different things. I've given you some tools to look at the continuum of health, to know if you are at a state of ease or dis-ease, and then the understanding of knowing that a state of dis-ease is not meaning that you need to be on a healing journey. It means that there is something that needs to be addressed. Okay? Now, if you find that you have been in a dis-ease state for 6 weeks or more, then there is a chronic illness or condition that needs to be addressed. And now you are entering into a healing journey. Okay, so that's what I have to say about that. That's so as far as the understanding of the healing journey as compared to the character growth and development, how to pay attention to figure out which one you are actually on. And if you are on either one of those, we have modalities to get you back on point. So I'm the tuning fork of the community. If you have a piano and you're hitting this note, ding, 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 and it sounds like ding, 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 your shit is off. That's not tuned. That's not in tune. Ding, 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 ding. That's supposed to go ding, ding, ding. It's going ding, ding, ding. Okay, this one here, don't, don't. Okay, we need to fix that. So what they do is they open up the piano and they get the tuning fork and they hit that one right there. That's the C. That's the C. They hit that C, so they go get the tuning fork and they hit the C. And they put that tuning fork inside the piano, and that C chord that connects to that key should start to vibrate. But when it doesn't, we know for sure we're right. Yeah, we knew it by hearing it, but now we're watching it, we're witnessing it. Now we have to tighten or loosen this or alter the yin and the yang until ding 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 dong 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 ding 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 ding. Okay, there we go. That's what a tuning fork does, right? So when I say I'm the tuning fork of the community, that's what I assist you with. Finding where you are out of tune and tuning you in. Because that's where harmony comes from. Harmony is things being in tune. No matter what song you're playing, what chords or notes that you are hitting in the music that you are playing in your life, all of your chords, all of your notes need to be in tune. When all your notes is in tune and your yin and yang is balanced, you're good, right? So more in tune people makes a happier people, and a happier people makes a better planet, and a better planet creates a better earth. And this is all that my mission is surrounding, is improving and saving the earth. When I tell y'all that I'm here for the women and children in my community, well, the women and children is the earth and the humans in the macrocosmic fractal realm. So when we talk about man, woman, and child, sun, moon, and stars, okay? Man, woman, and child, sun, moon, or sun, earth, and the moon was once one, okay? So we look at things from the level that we're on. So on the earth, we refer to the moon. But when we refer to the moon, we are actually referring to the earth. So it's kind of like doing it in third person. So when we say sun, moon, and stars, we're really saying sun, earth, and stars. But since we're on the earth and we witness these things from here, then we speak on the moon. Just to be clear, okay? Sun, moon, and stars, man, woman, and child, solid, liquid, gas, right? All of these different realms of it's all the same thing. So when we talk about the fractals of us, the earth is the woman and the humans are the children, and the higher spirit, force, or being would be the Father. Father God, Mother Earth, and the children of the human planet. So with that being said, if we really want to save the women and children in our community, we have to bring about our mindsets, the God set, the Godhood, to focus on the earth and the betterment of the earth as a whole, period. So that's my focus. That's my walks are all around improving and saving the earth. For those of you all who don't know, the earth is being destroyed. The earth is an entity as a whole. She is, as a whole, a living being, the planet Earth. And she is being destroyed by her children. In the last 20 years, half of the remaining rainforests have been destroyed. The planet is heating up. The polar caps are melting. The waters are rising. The temperatures are being thrown off. All of this is not because this is how the earth operates. All of this is because of the destruction that came from what would be called the intelligence of man. The more smarter that man got, the more they fucked up our planet. Burning of things, the fossil fuels, the taking of resources from one place and not allowing them to replenish correctly. It threw off everything. When I talk about the yin and yang having to be balanced within ourselves, the yin and the yang is not balanced on this planet. But people don't care because they're making their money. They're getting their recognition. They're putting themselves in places of prestige. They don't care about the planet Earth. 80% of the pharmaceuticals that we utilize comes from a plant, comes from a synthetic version of a natural plant from the rainforest, first of all. So 90%, 80 to 90% of our healing comes from the rainforest. The rainforest was 14% of the planet 20 years ago. Today it's 7, if I remember correctly. 7% of the planet. That's how much of the rainforest is left. That's it. That's it. All of them have been destroyed. And I can go on and on and on and on about the planet Earth. You know, just watch some of the documentaries about the Earth and where she's at. Watch the documentaries that talk about what's been going on over the last 20 years. So understand, when you're taking these entheogens and you're going and you're having these experiences with the cactus and the ayahuasca and the fungi, everything that they are telling you, everything that they're giving you, everything that they're showing you is trying to get you to bring yourself to a state where that you can affect those around you so that the earth as a whole can be impacted positively. A lot of people don't know that. I say that all the time when I explain how mushrooms even got, how the psilocybin mushrooms got to this planet, how they started on this planet, because of the agreement that they created with the planet to improve her, to help her. If the planet didn't have mycelium, oh my goodness, at the rate that it's going now, this wouldn't even be going on. It would already been destroyed. So the mycelium and these different plant medicines that we utilize and have what we call these spiritual experiences, I need y'all to know, all they're trying to do is tap you in and tell you, hey, get your shit right and save the earth. They ain't telling you how to become a greater person because they care so much about you and your children. No, you and your children are on the earth. And for the earth to continue to survive, we need the humans on this motherfucker to get right. Focus on what you want to. I'm focused on the betterment of the earth. All right? So anyway, y'all know I love to come on here, do a little cushion coffee, kick it, talk about the subjects that affect us as a community. And I just felt like, you know, speaking about this for a minute would be, you know, would be good for us, right? So share this video. If y'all watch it, share this video. Master Civilization Builder. Peace, God. Yeah, but I invite y'all, pay attention to yourself, to your actions. Figure out if there's something that needs to be addressed or something that needs to be fixed. Figure out, are you on a healing journey or are you on a character growth and development path? You know? And like I said, regardless of which one you're on, I got something for you. So I am a transdimensional travel agent. Transdimensionally, if you're trying to get there, I can get you there. Okay? Specialize in the mushrooms, you know what I'm saying, the ayahuasca, the chaga, the bufo, the the cactus, iboga, right? All of that, right? Transdimensional travel agent. I'm a spiritual tour guide. A spiritual tour guide is a little different than the travel agent. So as far as transdimensional travel agent, you'll come to me and say, hey, I want to try this. And I say, okay. If you qualify what needs to be or make sure that's not here, okay, then you can do that. You didn't ask me why. I didn't ask you why. It doesn't matter. This is where you said you want to go. All right, here you go. As a travel agent.
Give a testimony. Give a testimony.
Okay.
I want to give a testimony.
All right. You want me to? All right. So we have a special guest. Okay. And I just want to say thank you because she does not do social media. She don't do this, and she wasn't trying to, but for whatever reason, she has actually agreed to do a testimony. And so I am going to turn the camera over, and I'm going to let her introduce herself and speak to you all for a moment. Peace, everybody.
Peace and love. My name is Nepet Adjoa Nuannon, and I have been a part of African spirituality, probably I should say, since the latter part of the 70s. California was my first experience working with the brothers and sisters in Leimert Park and the spiritual transformations that we made as a community in Long Beach, California. And for there, I lived 22 years as a strict vegan vegetarian. And then I returned home to my homeland, which is connected to where Saba 7 is from. He's from the state of Michigan. I'm from the state of Ohio. Now, in those states, there's a lot of Native Americans. And I have always known of myself as an African American woman, but did not understand that American part meant something. Because it's not this America, it's the Turtle Islands that I connect with. Those are my ancestors, and that is the part of me I have not connected with. So I'm an older sister, and now Divine Love has opened me up to the other side of who I am. And I just want to thank Saba, which means 7 in the Kemetic language, tree. I believe it is tree. I believe Saba is tree. But anyways, we're connected right now because we're on our way to Ghana.
Yes.
And
yes.
I had the opportunity to live and work in Ghana. And of course, that was a part of my culture, understanding myself as an African woman. I do recommend that you stay in touch with Saba on his journey to Ghana, so that when you want to come to Ghana, you'll be able to connect with me because I am looking for ways to build a spiritual community in Ghana. I just learned of the transition of a very good friend of mine who lived in Virginia and had over 200 acres of land. And what he wanted to do was establish a community of brothers and sisters where we can live out who we are at our highest, a healing community, a place where people can come for retreat, for healing. So who knows why Divine Love brought us together, but this is what I want to bring out. Long way to this, but I want you to understand my path as a Native American. Now, Saba has connected me to my Native American self. I have been in a dream state. Now, I smoke, but when I get up in the morning, I'm usually finished. I don't have all that residue from yesterday of smoking. I'm anew in the morning, and I noticed that it didn't change. That I have kept this high spirit. Well, because of my dream state. I've been sleeping much more than I normally do. The dream catchers. I wish I'd had a dream catcher because I probably would have been able to catch some of my dreams, but I haven't been dreaming vividly. But last night, the Cobra did come to me and say, that's who I took in. That's my connection with Saba, is that I took in the snake venom.
Yes, black neck spitting cobra.
Yes, because like 7 was saying to you not too long ago, you have things within you. You work from within, and everything happens from within, it's going to appear outward. So I knew that on my path, and that's the same thing with any shaman, he gathers the people that are along his path, that are willing and ready to take the journey. So make sure you do your work first, and don't expect Saba to do all the work for you. Come prepared. Be ready for your dream quest. Be ready for the ancestors to reveal to you what you need to do for the rest of your life. That's what a dream quest is really about. Those dreams by the Native Americans were to sustain them each and every day. What Saba brought out, since I don't dream much at night, he brought out that it probably comes to my meditations, because I meditate a lot. I'm a meditator. Mm-hmm. There was a time I could meditate 8 hours a day. Now, I've gotten away from that, but I want to go back to it now. And my journey back to Ghana, living in Ghana, I know I can do those 8-hour meditations because I start my day very early there, just like the people of Ghana start their day early. So I just wanted to say that if you're going through anything, first of all, like he has told you in this talk today, go within. And don't, people are afraid to go within. That's the reason why they can't sit still. They can't. Oh, I heard so many people say, I've tried it, but I can't.
Right. Yep.
I tried it, but I can't.
Yep.
And I said, that says something deep, very deep about you.
That's right.
To say you can't.
That's right.
Because I've heard you say, I can in many things. So what it means is discipline. There's one book, The Art of Meditation, and the author is Goldsmith, Joel Goldsmith. I suggest that you read Joel Goldsmith. He was the only person I know that could meditate for 24 hours. He was deep into, and not doing any tricks or magic tricks. I know of a musician that stored himself in a tube of water in New York, and he talked about breathing and meditation.
Chris Angel?
Chris Angel, the brother might be.
Is that who that was?
It could have been.
Okay.
Yeah. He looked like his friend. I'm not much into the magical. Maybe I should, because I am a mystic. I know, because I draw myself always to mystics. But I have not really gone into that part of me. And I think that going back to the Akan Nation to pull in my mysticism is going to be great from the African perspective. But I just wanted to say in this testimony, this is an awesome experience I've had here with Saba. He is a wonderful host. Everything that you need is provided. He has a good spirit. And what I can say is he allows you to be within yourself. And he has a beautiful setting here in Florida, which is perfect for transformation. So show him some love. But like I said first, don't bring him all your stuff. Leave your stuff at home. I only bought one little carry-on. That was it. And realized I had too much. So don't carry a lot of your stuff. Clear away. Be ready for healing. Peace and love.
Indeed. I give thanks, sis. I give thanks. Yes. Oh my goodness. That was special, y'all. That was special because she don't be liking to be talking to people on social media. So somebody out there calls their spirit to bring forth a change. Y'all know how we be when we just obedient. So I give thanks, so much thanks for you for that. Oh man, that's an honor. Yes, man. So man, we got any questions, comments, concerns? Y'all know we done kicked it about all the real stuff. So now it's time to, have a little fun before we get off here. So anybody got any questions, comments, or concerns? Y'all know how we do. What do I say? Talk to me. I talk back, talk some shit, because I talk that, right? Yo, oh man, because otherwise I'm going to go ahead and get back to my studies. Hey, y'all. So that's where I'm at. We're going into the winter seasons. I am scheduling out, or I have scheduled out the class schedule for next year for individuals who are looking to take part in learning to be sacred animal venoms practitioners. There's only 4 classes next year, so I got those scheduled. I have a tour going on, a Medicine Man tour that's reaching Charlotte, North Carolina, Baltimore, Maryland, Austin, Texas, and San Francisco, California. I feel like I forgot a place. Charlotte and Baltimore, I said that, right? Oh, in Atlanta, Georgia. So those are also coming. They're already set. The dates are already set. All I'm doing now is copping tickets. I'm going to be traveling almost all year in 2024. So the places that have been, requesting me, because, one thing about these animal medicines is usually it's a lifestyle. It's not something that people do one time, especially like for the Cambo. Those of us who use the Cambo for protection, we do it at least every 4 to 6 months. You know what I mean? Every because it wears off after about 6 months. So every 4 months, you know what I mean? I plan on being in these different cities every 4 months so that people can come back and get their Cambo again. The season changing, all right, boom, time for Cambo again. Right? The people who are taking the snake venom for harm reduction specialist services that have had things grown within them, cells, tumors, different things like that, that have fought these things off with the animal medicines. And I always advise, get at least 2 treatments a year to kill whatever free radical cells that are in the body that might be festering, that might be trying to come back. If we took a lump out of your breast, I should be seeing you at least twice a year. You know what I'm saying? And if nothing else, once a year for sure, just to get your treatment, just to kill these cells off, just to keep your body free and clear. So how can I tell these people this and fly to all these different places and offer the medicines and then go back to Detroit and be like, well, come see me? Well, no, like, we had it here. So I've made agreements that these places that I have traveled to, that the people are looking to continue their medicines, that I will continue to travel to them until I have a reason not to be honest. So I'm about to be traveling a whole lot. So if you want me to add your city on to, that travel plan, hit me up in psychonautdetroit.org and get a consultation, and we can talk about it if we can make something happen. I've got the classes set, we got the tour set, and we're doing mini retreats now in Florida. I've switched up the way that I've been operating. Now I'm just setting it up to where everything is already included. You can get a mini retreat. So you can get a 2-day retreat, a 3-day retreat, or a 4-day retreat. So on a 4-day retreat, you get here on, let's say, Thursday night. Your day starts Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then you can leave on Tuesday. So through those 4 days, we'll be taking you through modalities of tuning and tapping into your body, and possibly even escaping your body, as well as the harm reduction specialist services that we offer. And the last day will always be integration of the experience that you went through. That's something that, is included in everything that we do. Whether you start integrating when you start the medicine, or you start integrating after you're completed with the medicine. One way or another, integration is important, and I offer it to you, right? Should you choose to utilize it, right? So these are what I'm doing now, so it makes it easier for people instead of having to try to decide what they're going to do when they get. No, you just pay for the retreat, and you have the list of the things that we can fill it in. So if you want to learn meditation, you want to learn some yoga, you want to get some Reiki, you want to have a ceremony with some cacao and microdoses, you want to, go into some animal medicines, do some Cambo, do some snake venoms, some Dubufo, you know what I mean? So that way it's just a retreat. You're going away for a certain amount of days and all of these things. And I have other people that I work with. So if there's something that you should want on these different retreats that are not offered there, you have the availability. So you can bring in a massage therapist. I am not a certified licensed massage therapist. So I do massages on people I care about, but I wouldn't do them as the works because that's not something that I'm certified or licensed in. So we can bring in, the individuals that are close to us to give you the massages, to give you, your facials and all of that, to include, if you want that to be extra. But just saying all that to say that we've made it easier to contact and book with the Psychonaut Academy in Detroit. So what I'm talking about right now is in Florida. Detroit is where we do the entheogenic and, the ayahuasca and the mushroom journeys and all of this different things. In Florida, this is where we go into a lot of the animal medicines and the character growth and development and harm reduction specialist services. I do a lot more of that in Florida. So that way just people are safe in everything that they're going through in the different realms that they're at. Florida is a beautiful place, y'all. It's a beautiful place, as the sister said, for transformation to happen. So anyway, I ain't getting no questions, comments, or concerns. So like I said, I just wanted to kick it with y'all for a bit. We coming up on just short of an hour. So I was told to keep my videos within 15 minutes. I think this is a good compromise. They're the average of an hour. I'm working on it. I don't be knowing how they expect me to do, 15 minutes. man, we kicking it, we talking, we going through it. I ain't finna just say some things so you can create a TikTok, you know what I'm saying? I said a sentence and then you really don't. Nah, we kick it. Y'all know how we do. Cushion coffee, we sit, we build, we go through it. You know what I'm saying? We try to dissect it to the smallest compound. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to understand what's going on, understand what we dealing with, what we offering, how we maneuvering, how we operate, how we love, how we share, how we give, how we request. It's none of it should be a secret, and none of us should be nervous about speaking these things. And I know that in our community, there is a whole lot of trauma around voicing, whether it be your opinion or the things that you want and desire or things like that. So I'm here to be I don't know what you might call, but somebody to show you that it's all right to speak. It's all right to speak up. It's all right to ask. It's all right to tell. It's all right to say. It's all of that. It's not what you do, it's how you do it, right? Right. So one thing about me, I'm gonna ask you some shit. I might not be disrespectful, but I'm gonna go right into that chest. You know what I'm saying? We going right into the heart of things, or the mind of things, or the meaning of things, right? And that's where people be like, "Oh shit, hold on, you going too deep." Like, what do you mean, right? So remember though, know before whom you stand and adjust yourself accordingly. I feel like that was a little jewel that was dropped today that you might want to put that in your pocket. Add that to your mental Rolodex. Know before whom you stand and adjust yourself accordingly. And overall, like the point of the today's video, know the difference of being on a healing journey and on a character growth and development journey, and know the difference between ease and dis-ease and chronic illnesses. Things that need to be addressed versus things that need to be um, taken care of, solved. Um, Something was just coming to me for somebody. Hold on. Disease and easement. The continuum of disease, the continuum of health, excuse me. You're at ease or you're at a disease state. And moving from the ease to the disease state um, means that you need to address something. And a lot of times when you get to paying attention to where these diseases, these pains, these aches are, if you look at within the body where these aches are and you line them up with the chakra system, a lot of times you can realize or come to understand where this diseased state is coming from. Okay. Um, so I found myself, as some who have been aware of me for a while, finding a lump in my testicles a few years ago. And although I addressed it with the copperhead snake venom, and that was the talk of the time, was all of the testimonies that were coming from the usage of snake venom. One of the things that was not addressed was, where did the lump come from? This is a lump in my testicles, so we know we dealing with root chakras. We dealing with root chakra, so we dealing with the age of born to 7 or 8 years old. We're dealing with the feeling of safety, and we're dealing with shame. And I was in a relationship, a monogamous relationship, for the first time in probably 20 something years, and I was being constantly shamed about my polygynous lifestyle, about who I am naturally, and I was how do you say, blocking or covering, or trying to cover that part of myself up. Okay, I'm monogamous now, I'm going to deal with one woman and I'm going to be righteous and be this and all of these words. And it was like, wait a minute, are y'all saying I wasn't righteous when I took care of all three of my wives? You know what I'm saying? And just covering that and holding that and maintaining in what I thought was being a righteous individual, I was actually stopping the flow of chi from myself to that part of my body. And so it was allowing things to fester and to collect. This is what a lump is, a collection of something. My chi was not right, right? Because I was sexually oppressed and mentally shamed and emotionally all of these things affected my root chakra, right? So yes, I addressed it, but I also had to address the root of it, right? So these are the examples of what I mean when I say pay attention to where these things are at and the chakra system, the ages that these chakras develop, and what these chakras represent, because all of these tell a different part of finding your healing. And if you have no idea at all how I just did that shit, don't worry about it. Go to psychonautdetroit.org, request a consultation, request a talk. We'll get together, we'll go through it, and we'll see what you need to do. But other than that, man, I just want y'all to enjoy your day. And as the queen says, stay in the present moment. It's more healthy in the present moment than it is in the past and the future. Be appreciative of where you are now and what's going on now. And don't have so many desires. Because if you are truly on your right path and living the right way, the things you truly desire will be fulfilled for you. Okay? So with that being said, man, I love y'all. Know before whom you stand and adjust yourself accordingly. And as always, tell somebody you love them in the language that they can understand it in. Peace.